Right, let's get back to work. I don't, I used to could think, well, maybe this will be the next thing that will do the thing. I used to think that way a lot. Now I just do as I feel, I have work to do, and we'll rest when there's a kind of hush all over right, when we're all living the Lord's Prayer worldwide, and, we're working on the whole application of physics of it, and then sustaining things through faith in an infinite essence, and the wisdom to sustain it through the faith in the infinite essence, and the observation of natural laws in order to sustain a life through a holy covenants from every life sacrifice, so forth. Guys, if people are not happy with it and it's all just a big government plot and they want to go off in the woods and beat each other up and fuck each other to death, as long as they're not having a virtual presence through voting and saying, he signed your bill, now they're law, and yeah, you can't, Wrath of Khan or whatever. Guys, they're such miserable human beings, and so miserable at honoring natural laws to sustain existence, that if you isolate them on the island of Dr. Moreau, you'll come back in 10 years and go, they're all dead. Damn, Lord of the Flies. I mean, they'd all kill each other, and they try to come off, and I'll kill all of you. Okay. And after a while, they'll drive themselves mad and kill themselves because they can't kill all of you to feel powerful. That's how they are. Okay. But incarceration is not the answer. Okay. And extermination is not the answer either. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. It takes experience to understand the beauty of faith. Not faith to understand the beauty of experience. All right? Well, I've experienced that we've had money for over 2,025 years fucking the shit out of us, but no one's faithful yet. Okay. So do you understand? So it takes experience to understand faith more than it does what you perceive as faith to understand experience. Because you all say you're faithful, but you all fight over fuck money when the man who's faithful through experience has forgive, and trespass, love, one, eternal, faithful peace. Bam, I love you more than you'll ever know, right? So, oh, I'm tired. I've got this, man. I do got to get up and move around a little more. Tomorrow we got to lube the lawn tractor, air up the tires, and cut all the areas where the plants grow in. That cut all that stuff up. Haul that before I do that. Haul that stuff all to the center there for a bonfire, and do what I got to do to maintain the property. The nuts, like I said, last year I went through everything I had, which was my bare hands and the weed eaters. And Michelle said it was one of the best crops she'd ever done. Okay. And then we both noticed too, the lady who did ours this year says it's the best she's ever seen. Okay. And that was because we got the John Deere, and I was Suzukiing all over the place. See it, pull it, cut it. And the original residual effects, I think, affected everywhere. I pulled all across to stop herbicides, all across the ditch, all the way up to the Martinez's trailer and down. Okay. This year, I will pull all up and down here too, and I'll probably try, like I said, to go pull them all the way from Rogelio's, where the old pump was, all the way down to the end of Mario's property, and then I'll probably be exhausted and just can't do no more. Not that I'm being bad, I'm just tired. Okay, because this is exhausting, it's hard. And so I'll do that, and then just continue, see it, pull it, crud it, because we had better nuts. And the better you treat the trees, the better nuts you get. And the better you treat the trees, the better the trees will treat you. So that's the best hope my immune system has, is these trees and how I treat these trees and how I treat my neighbors. And that's the best I can do right now, because I'm not a God. I'm like Job in the Bible. And Jesus is like Job in the Bible. The Romans turned him into a magical creature. They did that with, because I told Dad that. I said, I don't believe any of that crap. Well, because God decides when he's going to use magic to intervene, and then God doesn't. Okay? And then when God comes, he uses magic, but he doesn't do it to intervene. He just does it to amaze, shock, and awe. I don't know. Why is he doing this? And Jesus told me to ask him that too. Told me to ask my dad that one time. Don't you think instead of Lazarus, I would have resurrected John the Baptist? I'm God. You don't think I would have made John whole again and brought him back through town and said, that's it, Caiaphas. Okay? Tell Caesar he's God one more time. Oh, anybody in their right mind knows as soon as Herod did that and cut John's head off, that Jesus would have gone and made, because he's God, and made John whole again and walked him through town and said, do it one more time, motherfucker, do it one more time. Okay? So believing that Jesus is God and is willy-nilly, has a willy-nilly plan that makes no sense because Harry Houdini and Michael Blaine, or I don't know. Okay? That shit needs to stop, Four Horsemen. Okay? Get your Mark Ruffalo out of here with your Harry Morgan. Oh, no, it's not Harry Morgan. Morgan Freeman. There you go. God damn. Harry Morgan was funny. Yeah, I liked him. He was really good in the Apple Dumpling Gang Reds again, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. Okay. He's cute. Yeah, he's fine. He's one of my favorites. Colonel Potter. Horse hockey, right? When he stepped in the horses, that's a tiptoe through the tulips. No. And the one with Doris Day. No, he was very much a likable person in that time and those eras and stuff like that. You know, a lot of us would like Colonel Potter and appreciate him as a human being in that hell to get through hell. You know, anybody who's served in the military in the 20th century understands. In the 21st century, I don't think they have a fucking clue. In the 21st century, they've been so mind-fucked from cradle to grave that they don't know what the hell's going on, period. You know? And then when someone intelligent me comes to talk to them, a lot of them go, wow, I think you're right. Because I'm correcting the technology, and the technology is your virtual presence to make you be what they want you to be. And I need you to be what you are. I don't want you to be anything more or less than what you are, but I need you to be what you really are, and that's the glory of the soul, and not the mind being fucked by the assholes who, there is no soul, there is no God. Fuck you and your little dog too. God is my possessive pronoun first person of your bank that invades my privacy and then tries to say I'm not doing it right. I understand. I know how assholes are. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm this line of Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John. Okay. I know what I'm doing. I gotta go in there and shave up and cut my hair and stuff. It's just nice to know that once you wash it, it's soft and it's still there, but it's just not doing me any good. But it's been cold and I'm tired. It has nothing to do with a death wish and wanting to be uncomfortable. I do empathize and feel the pain and suffering that Amy and her kids are going through. So it's hard for me to just focus on myself and be sexy for a sexy narcissistic woman in the future. It's like, yeah, fuck you. Okay, seriously. The pipe or the belt? Which one do you want me to knock the fuck out of you with so you get the hell out of my house? I'd just run. Okay, thanks. All right. I wouldn't ask me any stupid questions like that. Well, I'm not Goodwill Hunting. I'm not trying to win any awards for assholes who think they have a brilliant mind with mathematics. You know, you need to get your mathematics out of my house. Because everybody knows you're a complete fucking child molesting, mind raping, murdering asshole. And it's blatantly obvious, and the truth is evident, and my life is gorgeous, and yours sucks, and the reason why my gorgeous life is still sucking is because of you and not because of me. Oh, come on, everybody in their right mind knows it, right? I'm sitting here on the table. I got to bring this into the house tomorrow to finish up the nuts. It's a lot easier. It's when you use the little trays and trying to do it, it's horrible. But when you can do it on the table, it's a lot easier and it's less demanding. Less you can spread the stuff out and go through it and fill your fingers more. When you try to do it in a tray, it's almost impossible. So I'm going to clean the snot out of this table and bring it in there so I can use it to finish my nuts in my 65-pound container, you know. So, and then I'll have to help finish that big bag with all the briquettes in it. And so I'm in the meantime, yeah, I got a lot of yard work I got to do, and I got to finish the horseshoe pits too. So I'll get them done. I'll get it done. You know me. Oh yeah, I got 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot in the, yeah, oh yeah, it's been horrible. It's horrible being abused and studied by the worst people in the world that have no intention on changing, and then say, the only reason you're going to suffering is because of your ego. Okay, it has nothing to do with your fucking ego? Okay, if we were living the Lord's Prayer right now, would I be suffering with you telling me it's happening because of my ego? Or would we all be living really beautiful, healthy lives? And then I wouldn't have to watch weather reports to find out who's going through miserable shit because of economic conflict and who's prepared and who's not. 27 years ago, fuck you. Okay? I was prepared. Prepared for what? Prepared for the cameras to be up around the way up the butt and everywhere, and the technology to collect all the evidence, and then finally sit there and you go up, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the biggest dickhead and murderer of them all? It's you, asshole. But the technology is trying to reflect Earl instead of you, so it's trying to give you options, because they're the type of people that will hide at the back of Abbott Elementary School and say, I'll kill everybody in the school if I can't teach them to work the pole for the Wall Street guys. Oh, shit. And you have to sit there and go, okay, so how do I get this to happen? Well, the best thing is don't go into Abbott Elementary to get money to get paid to get laid. Well, what? Don't participate in the contest. Don't vote for president, right? If you don't vote for president, okay, you didn't participate in the genocide. If you voted for president, that's your president. So the reason why those people are getting mass murdered through economic conflict is because you voted for economic conflict. Because Obama and Biden are two sides of the same coin. Flip it at the pooper bowl. There you go. Okay. So if you don't want to be an asshole, suffering assholes, just say, I like to live the Lord's Prayer. The technology will collect all the evidence. You didn't go down to a voter poll to vote over genocide over money for sex. And so, where are we do? It's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Okay. First thing we got to tell Nervatato, you do not possess or own the soul. The soul is the essence of self. The soul is providing life to a temple to worship God. And you don't need money to pay people to live here. So it's a cute song, but the limerick, it just doesn't make any sense anymore, and you don't need money to live here anymore. So we'll go back, oh, that was a cute limerick. Oh, okay. Amy Winehouse clone? Okay. I really like Love is a Losing Game. Yeah, that is a good tone. Anybody else like that one a lot? For you I was a flame. Love is a losing game. 5-story fire as it came. Love is a losing game. Yeah. One I wish we'd never played. Oh, what a mess we made. Especially when you got kiddos involved and the courts come and fuck up their lives even more than they did before, because you can't stay together through this hell because it sucks so bad, man. And now the final frame. Love is a losing game. If it's fucking for money, then yes, it is. But if love is the eternal truth of the proof of the faithful father who sustains his life through holy covenants with the faithful mother, then honor thy mother and father. There is no God but God, and God is not begotten nor is God begotten, and any of your inventions cannot replace God. So stop doing that. Alrighty then, thou shalt not covet, thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not, you know what I'm saying? Hey Richard, how's your Dawkins doing? I still don't believe you could break a backboard, man. Well, maybe you could. Well, you can get him and throw him up there and hang on and say, pull as hard as you can, Richard. Okay, he broke that backboard. Hold on, get somebody underneath him. He's going to hurt himself when that glass and that metal comes down. Right. When he was young, you could have tried, like Ron Beckham did with that. Yeah, Mom was laughing. I was like, oh, that shit wasn't funny. And I don't believe he called the guy nigger or anything like that. Sam Simmons was playing on the team with those guys. I think it's just, but he did, Ron did use the white guy to, I watched it, He went up and pushed off on him like a lot of those guys do. They use him like a pole vault. Yeah, a lot of them do you watch. They'll come over and, do the thing. And so he pole vaulted the guy, kind of. He used him. The guy was 6'6". Ron was 5'9". Ron reached up, grabbed the ball with one hand, dunked it, pulled the rim down, and all the glass on top of the big 6'6" redheaded white guy. And Mom was laughing. I was like, Mom, that shit ain't funny. That hurts. All that glass came down and cut him, and those brims, when they come down from 10 feet to 6 feet, which is around his shoulders, hard. Wow, no. So, Mom, that wasn't even funny at all. I understand that, it's the little black guy and the big white guy, and I understand tribalism, racism, but you have to look at things in perspective and realize, no, that's wrong. Okay? Well, you just got to be intelligent. Yeah, you can't let the tribalism and the racism make you into a person that laughs at other people's pain because you're angry because they won't stop fighting over the pain. It's a person that judges one man by a group by the man, and a man by the group is a peewit, right? And a woman that judges you by the size of your penis is a whore. What do you care what she thinks of you, right? You have to correct your own family when the abuse has made them behave wrong and they're still doing it. If you can't do that, you have no capacity to be anything like the reflection of the gracious Good Shepherd. Do you understand me? You better understand me, because I am the gracious Good Shepherd. And if you see your reflection in my reflection, you can stand up for the Lord's Prayer, and your children can live it eternally. If you're not capable of doing that, well, Con Wheaton! I'm just kidding. No, it's funny. My grandma would like it too. Yeah, she still lives in Palm Springs, yeah, or whatever. Yeah, it's funny. It's stupid. It's very stupid. You think people still watch those? I don't know. It's hard for me to sit and watch much TV anymore now that I understand how wrong we were and how right I am. Yeah, we're going to have a lot more time on our hands, yes, because we're going to do things right, and we won't be doing things to manipulate people with technology to feel powerful. I understand that. But when we watch it, it's going to be like, the whole can of worms is nuts. And you sit and watch the monkeys being made slaves, and the flying monkeys, and the travelers of rule, and it's like, okay, it's a rock with magic powers, right? Your Schwartz is as big as mine? Fuck. Honest, Lord Helmet, I didn't see you playing with your dolls. Suck. It's a giant transformer. I don't know. What good will it be to keep showing our children and grandchildren our dysfunction and how we just literally destroyed it'll be depressing. Grace Chan had to sleep with Sidney Toller to play his daughter. Okay, Otto Preminger, I understand, and was jealous of Harry Belafonte, and I get it. Okay. No, you shouldn't be jealous of Harry Belafonte. You should just be like, wow, okay, when he gets his girl, no, I've never looked like Harry Belafonte. Can't sing like him either. I can play basketball better than him, faster than he is. But that's wrong. It's gonna make you bitter and vain, right? And so, I've never been able to sing as good as Harry Belafonte. That's debatable. Natty says I'm a really good shower singer. Yeah, and I trust my Ray. I trust my Nene. I trust her when it comes to that. Yeah, because I raised her. So no, Earl, Dad, you're a good singer. I was in there singing for the first time because Amy always told me Kelly was such a better singer, and so was Peter, and I was a bad singer and I shouldn't sing. And then when I joke around and sing with the kids, they would go, "No, Daddy," because Mom said that. And then when I was singing Lou Rawls and George Benson in the shower, Natty goes, "Dad, you're a good singer." And I was like, thank you, but I still don't want to sing at anybody's graduation and make them, please shut up. No, the greatest love of all is not happening to you. No, you need to just shut up. Okay, if I pay you make-believe money and you still believe it's real, will you shut up? It's funny, right? But it's fun to sing. Okay? It's fun. Like Ruth at, when I was singing in the back rooms at Fry's in Sierra Vista, the one who told me, no, you're a Jew. You're like us. You're expressive, you talk, you raise your hands and stuff, and your family was all German. Yeah, it must have drove you crazy. Shut up, stop talking. What? Give me a hug. Hey, talk. I want to talk. When do you talk? Well, I'm more intelligent than you, so I should talk. Maybe you should listen. And then maybe you'll talk better or talk less because what you're talking about is stupid because money isn't real. But hey, here we go. Shut up. Don't touch me. Oh, come on. Give me a hug here. No, don't touch me. Okay. God dang it. It's like live with Brack's family, right? As and Zorax, there you go. It's Cartoon Planet. And so, but do your socks match? It's okay to be you. It's okay to have a good time. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to have a barn dance, have your family over, and everybody, let's put on some Clyde McFadder. This was one of my favorites. And, and does she love me with all her heart?
Should I worry when we're apart? It's a lover's question. I'd like to know. I'd like to know when she's not with me. If she's still true to me, I'd like to know when we're kissing. Does she feel just what I feel? And how am I to know it's really real? Tell me where the answer lies. Is it in her kiss or in her eyes? It's a lover's question. I'd like to know. I like Clyde McPhatter too. Okay. Lover, please, please come back. Don't take the train going down the track. When I heard it, I was like, oh gosh, Mom, I see why you like this guy so much. But Benny King's good too, Mom. Mom, I don't know if he sings Under the Boardwalk, but I do know he sings Saves the Last Dance and Up on the Roof. When this whole world starts getting me down, people, on the roof, the only place I know where you just have to wish to make it so. Let's go up on the roof. And Clyde McPhatter does a little bitty pretty run, but I got it by the other day too. But I really like that song. Clyde's got a good voice, but the other guy's voice is good too. Like, what's the other guy? What's his name? Bobby. He rocks in the treetops all day long, rocking and a bopping and a singing his song. All the little birds on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin going tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin, rock, rock, rockin' Robin, go rockin' Robin, 'cause we're gonna rock tonight. And what was and then the other one, Bobby Freeman. Do you wanna dance under the moonlight? Hug and kiss me all through the night. Oh, baby, do you want to dance? The good stuff. That's good stuff. The Rays, silhouettes. Lost control and ring your bell. I was sore. Let me in or else I'll beat down your door. Many a tear has to fall, but it's all in the game. Do. Right? So it's fun to sing. And if we're not judging, we're not critiquing, we're not fighting, we're not abusing, people can have fun singing all night long. Sweet Caroline, bum, bum, bum. Good times never feel so good, right? I've been inclined to believe they never would. So look in the past, and it don't seem so lonely. We made it up with only two, right? So, be you, be good, and stand up for that Lord's Prayer because it's perfect. And if you think you and your children don't deserve it, don't be stupid. Hey, look, let's stop Mount St. Helena Ash from having to go around the world because of global warming, because of economic conflict, because we're not living the Lord's Prayer. Don't be stupid. There you go. It's okay. Peace out, man.